Hey guys, Yasin here, and today I want to talk about a very important technique that I used in the last Guitar Summit and also a bunch of concerts to meet people. It's a networking opportunity actually, and you need to have a very small amount of investment, and after that, probably and high likely you will be remembered in a longer time and your introduction will be quite meaningful to the people you're talking to. And it is the business card idea. But since we are musicians and most importantly, since we are guitarists, we have a physical product to use as a business card, and that is guitar picks. So I want to show you at first my versions, and after that I want to talk about why this idea is quite simple and quite powerful and how you can use it into your advantage. Let's start with the picks and we will continue with rest of the story. Let's start with version 1. With the version 1, what we have a clean logo at the front, and at the back you can see two logos, YouTube and Instagram, my active platforms. It was a test version. Actually, I really liked it, so I just decided to give it to the people. I gave it in the Guitar Summit. That was my first test run, and people came with really nice comments, so I'm really happy. At the same time, I gave them to the brands that I want to connect, and the people I really like, Noli, Nick Johnson, Matthias Asado, Larry Basilio, Pliny, and so on. They really liked the idea, they really liked how I approached them. With the version 2, I thought I should come up with a better idea. There was one comment, one feedback that I got from one of those guys that I was giving the first version, and he said that I should add a QR code because it would be much easier to check me out. And I said, yeah, I should use that idea, and I did. With the version 2, we have the QR code at the back. It's scannable, the printing quality was nice. I will talk about the company that I ordered the custom picks in the later section. But I also put the handle because as a fail-safe, if QR code and the printing quality is bad or the pick is kind of used and given after, the handle will work because they can just search me with that. But I did a big mistake of using a smaller size logo and putting my name. The issue with that is that I used a corrosive design, and with the printing quality plus the smaller design, it's barely readable, my name, and the logo is really small. So I came up with the version 3 and I'm really happy. So I'm making this video. It's actually sponsored my version 3 pick. And what I did is basically removing the name, having another design on the background, a little bit lighter design, big logo like the previous, not previous actually, the version 1. And at the back we still have the QR and the handle, but this time I used a bigger size in the QR. I just tried to stretch it as much as possible without taking out the handle, because when I was scanning the version 2, sometimes when I'm far away it's a little bit hard to scan. For that reason I made it a little bit bigger. It's much better now, and you can easily pick up with your camera. And the handle is still there, I know now. With the version 2 it was always working, but again, the other reasonings, if someone used the pick and give to someone else, I don't know, maybe that could happen. Or in the future, if I use this live and give it to someone, if cure is kind of scratched and it's not unusable, unscannable, now they can use the Instagram and YouTube handle. So that's actually the reason it's still there. But overall, this is the version and the design that I want to stick. So it's actually doesn't mean that I won't make version 4, 5, 6 and so on, but probably this is the best business card a guitar player could have because it has the logo. I hope that you have a logo. I mean, that's one of the best branding things. I mean, it's basically branding 101. And your social media handles where you put your cover, put your original music and so on. And a QR code to easier access opportunity. So with those three, actually you have the best pick. You don't want to put too much information in your guitar pick. It should be easily understandable, easily scannable and readable. And when someone looks at it, after you give it, maybe it took a week, maybe a year, and they just saw it, it was in a drawer or whatever, and they saw that pick, oh yeah, I remember this logo, this guy gave it to me. And in the back, yeah, I forgot to check him out. I mean, I hope they don't forget, but anyways, in case they forget it, it will be always there, because Linktree is free. I can buy premium whenever I want and get all the statistics and the design choices, but I chose a very safe service, online and web kind of service, where I can put my links in there and I can change the design as many times as I want. If I forgot to pay my domain, or someone else picks it up, or for some reason I decide to put it down, I am still safe. 20 years later, if that company Linktree is alive and they're still working, my links and my picks will work as the same, and I still have the failsafe. So they will just look at it and they say, oh yeah, that's the guy, and it's his information. So that's the reason that I decided to put it down with this version. And in the next versions, I have this idea of putting different designs in the background, different color palettes, different ideas, because I'm using abstract designs from Unsplash. There are a couple of people that I really like their work, and I also use their work in my album artwork and banner artwork. So for that reason, I really admire their designs, and I will probably get more of them in the next versions. And it's not just that, it's basically an ID. Each design is saying something to me. This one is June 2024, Yasin's guitar pick. And in the future, if I make live music, if I join a band, if I put this picks in a merch store, or give it to the people and they come to me 5-10 years later and they say, hey dude, I really like your music, or maybe they don't like it, I don't care. I'm making it for myself, but they come up with this guitar design that is belonging to 10 years prior, and they say, look, I had this for 10 years, I like or don't like your music, but I kept it, I appreciate what you do, and when I see it, probably I'm gonna get emotional. And it's gonna be a really nice memory for me. I mean, I'm not just doing it for that, I really like different various designs as well, but even if I don't change the QR code, change the logo, I will never do that probably, because I really like it. And my handle, I also don't want to change that. Probably the background will change and it's gonna show the year, the month, and my state of making that guitar pick. The last words, they're not sponsors, but I want to talk about the brand that I got the guitar picks. It's the Picks House, and you can order the picks quite easily from there. They have this designer, it's not the best designer, but it's working really fine. Since they're not sponsoring me, I can talk about as harsh as I want, but I really like their thing. I mean, I ordered all 3 versions from them. I gave them 5 out of 5. It's really nice service. And the issue is that they're saying that there might be a long queue and the guitar pick might come 3 weeks later, maybe a month later. So if you are trying to prepare an event, definitely order a month prior, maybe 2. It will be much easier for me. The Guitar Summit will happen in September, and in June I have this picks already, so I'm doing my best to prepare to that event. And definitely check the printing quality. I really like their printing quality, but if you want to put smaller logo, smaller information, detailed design. Maybe it's not good for you. Even though I'm happy, it doesn't mean that your design will translate to the guitar pick as good as you think. And that was it. If you like the idea, please subscribe and comment it down below if you have any questions. I'm making a lot of nice covers. I'm making progressive metal and also lo-fi. I have a lot of songs that you might want to check it out. Please check the description, and in there you'll find the merch store. If you want to support me, I'd appreciate that. If you want to check my music, I'd appreciate that. If you want to check my YouTube videos, I'd appreciate that. I would appreciate all of the engagement that you could give it to me. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.